The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20. And down at the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready, yellow lady, yellow lady. 65, 65.
They run with a former Viking and Raider. It's Latavius Murray. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. We got 3.
Now a first-time 1,000-yard rusher from the season ago. It's Derrick Henry. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. It's a big run there by Henry. Give him 69 yards on the ground.
Ready. 5-8, 5-8. Check 45. Let's go. Check 26, check 26.
They'll try to run it in with Murray. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard.
Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after him. Put the pressure on him.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Watch that end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Go, go. Five down. Stand up there. Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
Brees now on 3rd and goal. That's complete right around the 8. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Demario Davis, who was the Saints' leading tackler in his first year in New Orleans, in on the stop. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
You had to figure they'd try and get the ball to Julio early, and they did it right there. And it doesn't take a degree from MIT to know that, so you had to figure, what's up with the defense? You should know that that's coming right away.
59, ready, back 25, 20, 20. 51's the mic, 51's the mic.
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. The left side completion to Jones. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Last play they went over 20 yards. This time they topped 30. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
And Falcons fans everywhere excited that Devontae Freeman is back on the field wearing number 24 in the red and black. Remember, he went down in week 2 in 2018 with an injury and didn't return. They're hoping to see the form that led him to 1,000-yard seasons.
And that'll be hauled in by the tight end. It's Hooper for the Falcon touchdown. Austin Hooper, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
No. Kill.
After the penalty, it's Henry. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Ready.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Double time. 3 down.
They'll toss it to Henry. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2. They'll face a 3rd down conversion attempt here, 3rd and 3.
Ready. 42, check, Mike 42. Come on, D. 10. 11. Mike's 42. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. 22.
From the gun, it's Breeze. And he hits his man, Matthews. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
Ready. 5-8. Watch the pass.
A first down carry for Henry. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
You ready? Brings up second and 12 at the 47-yard line.
5-9. 42 to Mike, boy. 42 to Mike. Check pass. Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down.
On second down now, it's Henry. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on third.
3 bucks. Check 52. He's coming. We got double up. You're good. I 4, ready.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
5-1. Check, Mike 54. I'm going to run you off.
Shotgun now for Breeze. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. 16 yards, a first down.
I know I spend a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Ryan to the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Ryan looking deep for Julio. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
On first down, Henry extending the arm.
Oh, yes, it works.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
Ready? 95, 56.
Now they'll run. Murray. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Latavius Murray, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Jordan has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. On 3rd down, Ryan. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 18. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On play action, it's Breeze. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here.
21. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Don't let him breathe.
Here's Breeze to throw. The open man is Smith. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Exit. Check.
They run from the shotgun with Murray. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
At the 34-yard line.
Kenny, you're waiting. Check, check. Walk 54. Walk 54. Come on. You better bring. Let him.
On second and 11 now. Breeze.
Come get some.
Incomplete. Right side to Cook. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
All day, baby, all day.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll run on first down. It's Henry. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a second and 11.
You kill. Whip. 6-6. Pull it high. Alert 3.
Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Ready? 95-56. Tight down. There you go.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. Got a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Ready? Yellow waiting. 45. All day, everywhere.
They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board, ended up settling for 3.
take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Ryan. Over the middle to Smith. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
I got him. Get up. Wait.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted.
And pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They run with Murray. And some room to roam now. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
It's 2nd and 8 at their 48-yard line.
Ready? You ready? Check. Mike 42. Who that? Watch the edge.
From just shy of midfield, Breeze. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn. And now it's 3rd down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. Deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
Now Breeze. And Ginn's got it. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That's a gain of 31 with right around 1 minute to go in the quarter.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Adrian Claiborne, the one who makes the stop.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Again, it's Murray. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Defense wins championships, baby. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking.
Derrick Henry. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. Drew Brees, 6 fourth-quarter comebacks a season ago, and that led the NFL. He'll try to deliver another one. Try to punch it in with Henry. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
At the Falcons' 1-yard line.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up.
They'll run with a fullback line. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. So it's 3rd and goal, and now the question, can this Falcon defense stand tall once more? Here's Henry. Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. Temptation there certainly to go for this, but I think you have to kick it, right?
The temptation coming from the fantasy owners, right? I mean, there are some that are going to want to kick it because they may have that kicker, but overall, get more yardage, maybe a chance for a touchdown, but no, absolutely not. Run that field goal kicker out there. Kick it. You got to take the chance to take the lead right now. You don't want to put it back on your defense.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got to the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the side.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. Yeah, they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. This is Murray, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. Hey, watch the slant.
To throw is Breeze. Buying time to his left. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Hey, kill. Mike 5-4. They can't hang with us.
Now Breeze. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Murray. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Breeze going to go on 4th down. And that's caught by Smith. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Squeeze, double. Check nickel. 12.
A shotgun handoff. This is Murray now. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those.
21. Coming after you. Mike 54. Mike 50.
Back to throw Breeze. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Hey, easy. That's me. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. You run.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
You got tight right there. Slam. Let's break it down, fellas. Break it down.
Breeze to throw for it on 4th. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position.
Down. Get it. 525. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, y'all. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Get up.
Ryan heads down to a knee, and that should wrap this one up.
Ready, blue 80. 125. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3